Yield Guild Games. So this crypto is quite an interesting project because it's basically trying to leverage the overall gaming communities. And by doing that, you know, if you can create a community that really want to level up on their gaming, discover new games, that's the whole premise here. And I actually think this has got some legs in terms of, you know, basically trying to capitalize on something that is a very real thing, which is the gaming community. And if they can do this effectively in terms of drawing in a big audience, I think this will make some gains. We'll talk about that in this video. Before I get into it though, if you are new here and you don't know what this spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. When I did the videos, I bought these coins, like I showed myself doing that, because I expected them to make me good money, which they did. You can see what the prices of all these coins were when I recorded my videos, as well as the highs that a lot of these coins hit sort of 16, 17 months on, and what the overall profit would have been if you'd have just thrown in $100 into each when I released the videos. And if you had done that into every single one, and then you sat on them for, like, say, about a year and a half, a little less, and then sold them, your profit from 100 into each would have been over 123 grand, which is not too bad. Now, I sold all of these and we had the market crash. Now, since the market crash, I've been buying up new coins. These are coins that I think can 40x, 50x, 100x, and I share them on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a coin that I think can do those kind of gains, I jump onto my site, I tell my members what the coin is, what profits I think it can have, and what percentage of my money I'm putting in, and the members can copy along exactly. It means they'll make the exact same profit as me, and the added bonus as well is they don't have to do any work. They don't have to dive into the markets, they don't have to read white papers and do all the research, because I do all of that. And if that sounds good to you, just go onto the site and check it all out, see what it's all about. You'll see what I've said in the past, whether that was about Phantom, when no one was talking about Phantom, and the reasons it would 100x, and it ended up doing 700x. Whether you just want to see what the members have earned. Everything on the site is public record, so you can verify what you read and see. And if you like it, give the service a try. Now, Yield Guild Games. So it's the world's first and biggest Web3 gaming guild, where players can find their community, discover games, and level up together. The mission is to become the leading community-based user acquisition platform in Web3 gaming. Fancy way of saying get users. Now, as a network of gaming guilds focused on Web3 games, Yield Guild Games is committed to providing opportunities for its members to achieve success in Web3 gaming through questing initiatives, such as Super Quests and Guild Advancement Program. These enable members to build their on-chain identity through the reputation system that they've got. It was built in the Philippines, and its global network of regional guilds and partnerships have now over 80 blockchain games and infrastructure projects. They're looking to expand this on a consistent basis and grow the overall community as much as possible. Now, only about 28% of the supply is out right now. So there is a very real, 700 odd million tokens coming out that may, in theory, dump on the market. So it is worth understanding how they're going to be distributed. So we'll take a quick look at the white paper as well. So if we get to there we go. So distribution of funds, there. Token issuance. So there we go. So there's 1 billion tokens. Like I said, 700 odd mil still to come. So where we're at right now, there should, in theory, be 500 million tokens out already. And by the sort of bull cycle that we'll be in, let's say December of next year, there should be at least 750 million tokens out. So that's quite a fair amount that are going to be dumping into the market. So we do actually have to establish how many of these tokens are in in circulation, because presumably they've got this wrong. So Yield Guild Games token, let's have a look. So there's 20,700 holders on Ethereum. There's nothing on SolScan. I don't think there would be. Okay. So yeah. So actually, I'll check CoinGecko in a second. So they've actually released an article talking about the 5 themes that they believe will define Web3 gaming in 2024. The future of gaming is now. Now, and to be fair, we have a lot more crypto games out that are very, very playable. Guilds 2.0, they think there's going to be a larger growth in guilds. Web3 quests and user acquisition is going to push the gaming narrative, according to them. Esports and content creators in Web3. I do agree with that. I think we're going to see a growth in esports around Web3, and that will really push the overall Web3 narrative, because there's a lot of people that I know that follow gamers, that follow esports teams, like a football team. So that'll be interesting. And then AI, NFTs, and ERC 6551. So this is the new technical standards that are pushing the envelope on Web3 gaming. As we can see from Yield Guild, they're talking about the Guild Advancement Program, and you're building your sort of gaming reputation. This is very much a sign in and join kind of deal. So all the games and all the people, explore the best Web3 games, meet the people who love the same games you do. And there is an element of you do want to talk with people that play the same games as you, in the same way that you want to talk with people that have the same interests as you. I like talking to people that like wrestling because I am interested in it. As you can see from some of the games as well, they've got the biggest games in crypto: Axie, Illuvium, My Pet Hooligan, and you can see where the guilds are all located as well. You've got one in Eastern Europe, one in Turkey, Japan, Korea. It's more heavy in Asia at the moment, but I do think that we'll see wider growth, particularly in Europe and America. That is where esports are growing very, very well. There are 241 partnerships as of right now, and they're supported by some of these big investors and names. Andreessen Horowitz is an example. So they are heavily backed for a reason. I think we all understand that as gaming develops, esports is going to become bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you can capitalize and onboard a bunch of people into esports where they're going to potentially earn money by just playing the games, combined with earning money from sponsorships and every other which way that they do earn money, this is a real growth sector. The key thing is going to be onboarding as many new users as possible. As of right now, 20,700 holders of Yield Guild, so they're not necessarily doing amazingly well, and especially when their market cap is around about 100 mil, I would want to see a few more holders than just 20,000, but I do think this will grow. One sec, let's check CoinGecko. Now, CoinGecko is quite often a bit more up to date in terms of supply, but it's still saying exactly the same as CoinMarketCap. If we check the tokenomics, we might have a bit more info on any of this. I mean, it's still saying kind of the same thing. Yeah. So community, I suppose maybe the community release hasn't happened in the same way that one would expect. Yeah, because we should, in theory, be knocking around the 600 mil mark. So it might just be that we're in a situation where most of the early investors are and have been the ones that are getting their funds, as opposed to the community release. So yeah, so they're going to have to. I mean, so look, the circulating supply is going to grow. That's the kind of risk here. right now, I think this is a coin that can hit $4. You know, when we look at its overall price during the bull cycles, we saw an all-time high of $11.17. I don't necessarily think we're getting back to that level, but if we do, you know, that's going to be quite a significant market cap. The reason that I'm saying only $4 is you've still got at least another 400 million or so that should be out by the next bull cycle. So then you're looking at, say, 700 million tokens times $4. That's a market cap of 2.8 billion. If it's going to get to its previous all-time high, that would be a market cap of, you know, $7.7 billion. That is quite significant. I'm not sure that this has the legs as of yet. Key thing for these guys are going to be marketing. If they can market effectively, and if they can grow the guilds, the regional guilds worldwide, and really grow the community, this is how this pushes forward. This is community driven. So the biggest thing they have to do is market as well as possible so that their community grows. If their community grows, this will succeed. And it isn't just going to be about onboarding games. Onboarding new games is important because then you can get that community side of that game to come and join, but they've got to really effectively draw in as many gamers as possible, and that's going to be through good marketing. So we'll see if they do that. But right now I'd cap this at about $4 because, you know, 2.8 billion market cap would still be quite high right now, especially given that, you know, they only have 20,700 holders of the coin. But maybe it does more. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's going to do more or less? Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, if you just want to make the exact same profit as me in the next bull cycle, you can do. Head over to copymycrypto.com and read the site. Copymycrypto.com is where I dive into the markets every day, and when I find a coin that I think can do the gains that I said with many of these, like Phantom, I buy it. And what that means is I will tell the members what the coin is that I'm going to buy, what profits I think it can have, and what percentage of my money I'm putting in. And the members can copy along exactly. There is literally no work for any of the members. And if that sounds good to you, making the same profits and doing no work, then head over to the site and see what it's all about. Everything on copymycrypto.com is public record. So you can verify everything that you watch, everything that you read, everything that you see, whether it's me talking about Phantom in 2020 when no one was, whether it's that you just want to see what the members have earned. It's all on the history of this channel. And if you like what you see, guys, try out the service and join me there. And that's it from me. Take care. Bye-bye.